Okay, so this is just a short little tutorial about adding the polygons using the ArcGIS Align Map feature. So here I am looking at Chabot College, and I've pretty much finished the buildings features, polygon center buildings for my map. I just wanted to show you guys, and you could do this for any feature. It doesn't have to be the ones that I'm clicking. Any of them, the operation is kind of always works the same. I'm going to do the pool, for example, right? I had you guys add one that was pool. So over here to edit, okay. And if I click this thing here, pool, pretty clear by looking at the image. The pool is right here at the northwest corner. So this is a really simple rectangle. If I just click it like this, bring it around, don't be fooled by this kind of red line. That's just showing you an active trace that you're performing. So I'll go around. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners here. And if I double click, that will complete the act. Okay, so right here at the last corner, boom, there it goes. Now I give it a note. Well, you know, I've been telling you guys to put building numbers for the buildings. This one is pretty straightforward. It's a pool, so I'll just put the label pool. There's the library. I type library. There's performing arts. I type performing arts. So if there's something that's other than a number, as far as the building is concerned, call it what it is. Okay. You know, and this doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, you want it to be somewhat accurate. Anyways, when you're done, you can say close, and I now have a blue polygon over the pool. Say I made a mistake and I made a pool over here like this, like that. Okay, and I said, so this is obviously wrong, right? I don't want to see maps where you have stuff like this just kind of sitting around, because that's not correct. It's okay if you make a mistake, which you will. Just go over and click on the item, and then as it's highlighted, you can say delete. There you go. Or if you make a mistake, before you say close, you can just say delete like this, and it'll go away. If you're in the act itself and you make a mistake while you're clicking, you can hit the escape key and the whole thing will go away. So that's another way to eliminate the feature. And yeah, okay. So that, you know, pool is easy. There's only one. Let's do an example of trees. I do want you guys to add the trees. So if I do trees here, so I'm not expecting you to pick up every single little tree. I want kind of a group, a stand of trees, as they call it. So like, for example, I would consider this little area here to be a group of trees. You know, so I'm just going to start clicking around this little group of trees like this and tracing around the outline the best I can. I know that this isn't the most clear image in the world, but do your best effort here to get it right. And the more points you click, the smoother your polygons are going to look. Okay, there I am, done. Double click. And for trees, you could just put T for each one of those. I mean, there's no specific, that's fine. Go ahead and close that. And there we go. So if I zoom in, you can see that I have a little outline of some trees. Okay, they should be a dashed line like this. And the other thing too, I know in the instructions, I've got pretty specific colors and line widths that I want you to use. I don't actually care if you switch that around and want to use your own colors. That's fine with me. The only thing that I will dock you points for is if you use the default and you don't change anything at all. So I'll repeat that. Make sure that you change these around to be something unique, or copy what I put in the instructions, right? Okay, so that's what I'm expecting from trees. I'll show you another example just to do it. Like here's one, so I'll do this little kind of group of trees like this. Again, like I said, this is not perfect. It's just to put something out there. T for trees. I forgot a couple buildings. I'll add these later on. Anyways, the last one I have is structure. Okay, structure. So what's a structure? Well, structure should be anything that's fixed to the ground. You don't really know what it is, but it's something there. So not buildings, but something otherwise that you can see from this picture. If we click on this and I look for something that kind of makes sense in what I just described, I could see these solar panels in the parking lot. Those would definitely classify as if anything that we have to choose from as a structure, right? You wouldn't choose those to be buildings. So I'm going to call each one of these solar cells its own structure, okay? And so I know this is a bit redundant, but I'm just going to type solar, 1, for example, okay? And so there's my first go at a structure. In this case, I have it colored purple. But yeah, so, what's neat also, when you finish this map, if you go back over to the details here and you check this box to turn all of your polygons off. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. Keep that on. Turn your Chabot 1 image off like this. Now you have a little map of the college. And it may not look like much, but once it's complete, it's going to look pretty cool. Even if you turn you can't turn this off. But the point I'm trying to make is there is a little bit something of, there is something to it kind of jumping out at you after you complete, these polygons and then toggle the image on and off. That's easy to do. Like I said, you just hit this little Chabot 1 back and forth, use the Chabot 1 to trace all of your different features. Yeah, you can turn it on and off like that. The other thing I just wanted to mention here was that, there's a lot going on in this image kind of beyond the college. I'm not expecting you to really go beyond like these buildings up here and then anything around, I don't remember what this is called. I think Campus Drive or College Drive or something like that. Anything around, I'm talking about a boundary here. So we'll basically keep this as our boundary. We'll keep this fence line as our boundary. And I know I'm saying that and telling you to do these solar panels, also do these solar panels, okay? So again, kind of within the college property itself, nothing over here. You can if you want. If you want to for extra, you can, go for it. But I'm not going to necessarily look for that or dock you. I mean, there's a lot going on in this little neighborhood. Certainly you could add all these little buildings and make a really cool little map out of this, but that's a lot of work. So I'm not going to ask you to do that. The last thing I just wanted to quickly mention here was that you need to save this. So make sure you come over here to save frequently, because if your internet crashes or you lose the website or you close the website or something like that, in the middle of your tracing, all of your effort will be gone. So make sure you come up here, click that little save button, not the save as, you've already done save as once already, but click that little save button and that will, boom, keep everything you've just done, put it in the cloud, nice and neat for you, all ready to go. Okay, so that concludes this short portion that I wanted to go over with you guys. Reach out to me if anything is not clear in the instructions, and I hope you enjoy this one. Take care.